What's up, everybody? It's Stephen Williams, founder and president of the CreditRepairShop.com, making this video real quick to first give an update on Santander. Then we're going to talk about some other stuff with medical bills and debt consolidation. I'll put it on the timestamp here. Uh, just to let you know how things are proceeding, we've got demand letters out there, sending them directly to Santander's legal department. Some people are doing it themselves. Some people have chosen to have the attorney send it just solely because when you get something from an attorney, it just moves you to the front of the line, or it piques your interest that this is a very serious letter. Just flip it around. If you get something from a debt collector and it has an attorney's firm on there, you're going to take that a lot serious. Not to say that you wouldn't take a debt collector serious, but when you're getting it from an attorney, it's going to be taken more seriously. Also, if you've ever been in court, small claims or even big claim court, everyone that has an attorney, they always see all of them first, no matter where your name is on the chart. So those are going out. We had two programs. One program, and the links are below this video. The attorney will send it. There's information that we need. We have to know your account number. We can't just send it out in your name. We have to know your account number. But there's a form once you submit your order that'll take you to a form. We need you to fill that out and get that over to us, or fill it out and we'll automatically have it. And then it's just sent out directly. It goes to the attorney's office. They send it out. They're on it. They're just on it. The other way is if you want to send it yourself, $250. We have a payment program with that, and you only pay $19 until the $250 is paid off on there. And so that's what's going on with that. There's a lot of people posting comments. I'm trying to get to all of them. In my email box, I had over 1,000 emails. On my live chat, I had over 1,000 live chats. On here, we have more than 2,000 or 3,000 comments. Trying to get to them all with making sure that I take care of work here also. But let's get into medical, and let me put the timestamp here. Someone had asked me about what would you do if you have medical bills. Well, this is the strategy that we use for taking care of medical bills. Number one, in the hospitals but some doctors, private clinics are kind of catching up with it. And I really don't even want to say it here, because if you have one of them here spying on us, they're going to find out about how we get this information off. But I'm going to go ahead and give this to you. Been able to get thousands of dollars. One client had 50,000. Was able to get it off of their credit report, and then I'm going to tell you how we were able to get the debt forgiven. There's different ways to do it that you don't even know about. So the first thing is none of your medical, according to the HIPAA, which is the law, the HIPAA Act, which shows that your information. Sorry about that. I'm gonna put that on pause. So it states in there that no one can share your medical information without your permission. Now, uh, years ago, it was very easy to get the information off your credit reports because we would simply send that letter. It still works now too, because all you're basically saying, you're not denying the debt. You're just asking the credit reporting agencies uh, and the furnisher, which is the debt collection company. Well, first, let's start with the credit reporting agencies. Who gave them permission to share your information on the credit reports about what services were provided? And that's how you can look. It'll say radiology or anything. They cannot share that information. So with the bureaus, what we would do is we would ask them to provide a signature showing who gave you permission to put my medical history on the reports. The next thing that they would do is they're going to send that to the furnisher or the hospital, whoever put it on there, and they're going to ask them. And if they don't have it, they're going to take it off of there. It doesn't make the debt go away. We're going to get into that next. We also would send that to the collection agency. Collection agency get that information. They don't want anything to jeopardize their ability to be able to collect debt for their clients. And if anything is, on the fence where it can go one way or the other way, 50-50, they'd rather just take it off and then they'll attempt to come after you, by trying to just collect it, or they'll send it back to the hospital. Now, so that's what you do to be able to get it off of there. Simple letter, very simple. And you send it to the furnisher and you send it to the bureaus. And what you want them to do is you want them to show where you gave permission to do that. Now, let me bring you up to speed on how they've gotten a little bit more educated, or how they're trying to combat uh, being able to have that challenge like that, is when you start to get services at a hospital or clinic, but it's mostly with major hospitals. They've had their legal department get that into the terms. If you read it, like at the bottom, you're signing, and it's saying that if it goes into collections, that they can use a third party to collect it. One way that they used to get away around it was by having their own collection department. They've really done away with that. They don't want to collect their own bills. They might try to do it for a month or two, and then they send it over to a third party. And but they're getting people to sign. You don't even know you're really doing it unless you read it. It's right there, and you sign, and then you give them permission to put that on your credit reports. Now, the other thing that you can do, though, now if you have the debt, and you signed it, it's gonna be on there. You accidentally, just didn't know, is that you start to do the validation process, which is what you're gonna do regardless, even if it comes off, and the debt collector is still gonna try to attempt to collect the debt. You need to do a validation. When you do the validation, you're still validating if what gives them the right to see your personal information about the services. And like I said, debt collectors don't like being on that fence where it can go either way. Even if you sign, they don't like being on that fence, most of them. So unless they're very experienced, they don't like being on that fence. Next thing is that you validate that, and then you want to validate the services. You want all of the signatures showing the services that were rendered. You want to make sure that they were rendered to you, and make sure that they wasn't paid with your insurance. I just got a refund check from a bill that I paid like 6 months ago, where they showed that that was actually paid by the insurance, and when I paid it, it was an overpayment. So you don't know. You need to verify everything when it comes to these medical bills. Now, let's just say that everything comes back verified. There's several charity organizations that work with various hospitals. You may not have this with clinics, but you could potentially find one. You can do searches online. I was able to get one for my client at a major hospital, where he had went in, he had lung issues, very bad asthma, racked up bills over $50,000. I learned about this organization, and we submitted his medical bills directly to them, and they took care of 100% of them. They probably have some type of negotiation with the hospital, but all of his medical bills were gone. He didn't have to pay a penny towards it. So you should, if any of your medical bills come back valid, you're not in a financial situation to be able to pay them. That is an option that you can look at, taking look at potentially having your medical bills paid for. You're just going to have to do the research. There's several organizations, several church groups. You can see what church groups or charitable organizations are connected with the hospital that you had the bills with, and you'll be surprised that you can actually connect with them, and they'll have a submission process, and your medical bills could be gone overnight. Um, so I'm going to end the video here. I'm going to have on Friday, we're going to make the video about something that we've been getting a lot of emails and comments about, which is debt consolidation versus debt relief. There's a lot of people that are getting mixed up by the commercials that are being shown out there. And they're talking about slash your credit card debt in half, all of these different they're saying that in your favor, and you can have your credit card debt cut in half, and they don't want you to know about it. Well, I'm going to tell you the differences between both, because you need to know this. I just got off the phone minutes ago with a customer, or not a customer of ours, but someone that was inquiring, and they got scammed. And I don't want to say scam, they just didn't understand the difference between debt consolidation and debt relief programs. There is uh, two different things, totally different. So if you need help with your credit, please visit us at thecreditrepairshop.com. If you need your credit reports and scores, please click the link below, or go to the number 3scores.com. This is one of the ways that I help support the channel. And everyone have a great day. This is Stephen Williams, founder and president of thecreditrepairshop.com. And the links to everything is below this video.